Welcome to the Thunderdome of taxes. Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a subject near and dear to all of our hearts, taxes, specifically the unique and frankly infuriating gauntlet of tax challenges faced by middle-class families. Look, we all know taxes are about as much fun as a root canal performed by a mime, but understanding these challenges is crucial for, not getting screwed. So buckle up, grab your W-2s, and let's get started. Chapter 1. Deductions and exemptions, not a level playing field. One of the biggest challenges facing middle-class families is the limited access to those sweet deductions and exemptions. Sure, we have the standard deduction and some credits, but let's be honest, those barely scratch the surface when compared to the loopholes big corporations use to pay basically nothing. And don't even get me started on tax-advantaged investments. Chapter 2. Bracket creep, the sneaky tax hike you didn't see coming. Ever get a raise, feel good about it for a hot minute, and then realize your take-home pay barely changed? Congratulations, you've been hit by bracket creep. This delightful phenomenon occurs when inflation pushes your income into a higher tax bracket, even though your purchasing power hasn't actually increased. And the worst part? You end up paying a larger percentage of your income in taxes, effectively negating the benefit of that hard-earned raise. So next time you get a raise, don't celebrate just yet. Check your tax bracket first. Chapter 3. High cost of living. When middle class doesn't mean what you think it means, let's talk about the sky-high rent payments sucking the life out of your bank account. In many parts of this country, middle-class families are getting squeezed by the high cost of living, housing, healthcare, education. It's all going up faster than a SpaceX rocket. After paying for the basic necessities, what are you left with? A few crumpled dollar bills and a coupon for 10% off your next therapy session? Chapter 4. Alternative Minimum Tax, or AMT, because why make sense when you can make taxes more complicated? Originally designed to prevent the wealthy from paying little to no taxes, the AMT has morphed into a monster that can ensnare unsuspecting middle-class families. The AMT has its own set of rules and calculations, and it often disallows deductions and exemptions that middle-class families rely on. It's like getting a speeding ticket when you were driving under the speed limit, except instead of a ticket, it's a tax bill that makes you question the very fabric of reality. Chapter 5. Education and childcare costs. Raising the future shouldn't mean sacrificing your present. We all want the best for our children, which includes a good education. But in this day and age, providing that education can feel like remortgaging your house every semester. Sure, there are tax credits for education and childcare expenses, but let's be real. They barely make a dent in the grand scheme of things. The result? Middle-class families are left struggling to balance the books, sacrificing their own financial well-being to give their children a better future. Remember that time you tried to assemble IKEA furniture without the instructions? Filing your taxes as a middle-class family is kind of like that, except instead of missing screws, you have confusing forms, constantly changing regulations, and enough jargon to make your head spin. And let's not forget the added expense of tax preparation services. It's like being forced to compete in a marathon when you haven't even learned to walk yet. We all know about income taxes, but wait, there's more. Middle-class families also get hit with payroll taxes for Social Security and Medicare. Now, in theory, these are good things. They provide a safety net for retirees and ensure access to healthcare. But the burden of these taxes falls disproportionately on the shoulders of the middle class. And for self-employed individuals, forget about it. They're on the hook for both the employer and employee portions of these taxes. Ever heard of tax shelters and offshore accounts? Yeah, those are cute, aren't they? Unfortunately, for most middle-class families, these strategies are about as attainable as a unicorn riding a roller coaster on the moon. We lack the financial flexibility to take advantage of the loopholes and deductions that are readily available to wealthier individuals and corporations. The system as it stands is rigged against the middle class, leaving us with limited options and a feeling of, shall we say, mild discontent. Okay, maybe more than mild. So there you have it, folks. The 8 tax challenges that middle-class families face on a daily basis. It's enough to make you want to renounce all material possessions and live as a hermit, subsisting on berries and the sweet, sweet nectar of tax-free existence. But before you pack your bags and head for the wilderness, remember this: knowledge is power. By understanding these challenges, we can start advocating for a fairer, more equitable tax system that doesn't leave the middle class holding the bag of taxes, that is. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more informative content.